Hi everyone, it's Ants. So there's about 4 days left to Pirate Software Game Jam, and coming toward the home stretch, one of the major things that I wanted to do in a little bit behind schedule is create a boss. And so I have Skalganis, a play on a WoW boss. So this boss has 3 abilities, and before we engage the boss without any clearing any areas, show you the other mechanic that basically fits in line with the theme is it's spreading. So this is a configurable setting, so I could actually make it spread faster, but after 5 minutes it actually gets to cover the entire map basically, right? So this speed is actually fast enough for me. 5 minutes is not a long time. It takes about 11 minutes to quote complete the quest, i.e. win the game. So yeah, it is actually quite fast, the spreading. Okay, so the boss, right? So he's a caster. So if you're in range of his 30-yard shadow bolt, he'll just try to cast it as much as possible. He will always have one ad spawned. I changed it to 3 and 3 ads. Honestly, it was just overwhelming. The little mage, it couldn't hack it. So I just have it as 1. And the ad only has 15 health and does the same damage as the other skeletons in the different areas. But with your shield up, he only does 2.5 every kind of second and all that. So you just, you basically ignore him. His shadow bolts does 20, but with your shield up, it does 10. And the other thing he does is he spawns around you in a grid the infection. And so if you don't have your shield up, you can't burn the infection and you take damage, right? So basically, you got to keep your shield up. It's a mana fight basically, because if you don't have the buffs, especially the lumbermill buff of 100% mana, or your fireballs don't hit as fast, he is pretty hard to beat without any buffs. It's possible, but he is pretty hard. You gotta kite, you gotta run away and try to cheese it with your health potions and all that kind of stuff. But let's give it a go, just to give you a show. Put your shield up, wait a little bit so that you have more mana, or else you're gonna run out of mana. Alright, let's go. As you can see, he spawned an ad, and he spawns I think the ring of fire. I'm out of mana already.
Not enough mana.
Oh, and then health potion. As you can see, if you don't have any buffs, he's tough to. I might be able to do it 1 second if I time everything right. You come close, but he's tough. And then if you get all the other buff, he's actually quite easy to beat. And this is the whole thing. You have to do the other areas. Not only that, to complete the quest and actually log your time, you need to kind of do the other areas. So windmill is still pretty strong, especially if you want a good time. The windmill is actually very, very strong. And it's a very easy 3x3 matrix and only 3 ads. It's very quick to clear, and you get a buff that basically helps you the rest of the game. So usually you start off with windmill. So here's the interesting is lumbermill. So not lumbermill, the archery. So the archery gives you plus 10 range, and I've beaten the boss with the plus 10 range only. But you have to kite. So frostbolt. a firebolt and then just run away because he's slowed down, and his range is only 30 yards for his shadow bolt. And now with the 10 meter range on the archery buff, you could outrange him. So archery is actually very strong if you know how to play in kite. Barracks is very strong. So usually the old school way I was doing it before is I just dug up barracks and lumber mill, and you could just basically go toe to toe with the boss, and you could win, and you won't run out of mana. So what I'm trying to say is there's different strategies to win, and I haven't figured out what the best one is. And I guess the high score integration, the Game Jolt API integration that I still have to do, which is one of the must-haves, will prove it. So we'll have to see. So that's basically it. The other thing I want to add, so it's a should have, so Moscow, must have, should have, could have, won't have, is 3 secret buffs located in, around the island. And one of them is going to be very important. It's going to be the 100% regen to health, right? So we have mana regen on the lumber mill, but we don't have health regen, right? So that's going to be very, very helpful, and it's going to be, in a secret location and all that kind of stuff, and it's going to be out of your way, so you have to take time to get it. And then there's other buffs I'm thinking of, is casting speed buff, but that's a double-edged sword. If you cast faster, you run out of mana faster. So I don't know if I'm going to have that. But the other one I was thinking of is portal. It'll be a buff where portal is only 1 second and only costs 10 mana instead of 50 mana. What that means is if you're in really bad shape with the boss, you just walk into the portal, and you go back to the keep. You fill up on your health potions. You go up to full health and then come back to the boss. But that's a little bit of a cheese, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Yeah, so I have some other ideas like +2 health potions, i.e. you could carry 5 of them, so that means the bosses are going to be easy because now you could pot and heal yourself up. So yeah, we'll have to see which ones I add and which ones I don't. But yeah, and the other thing I wanted to do is I want to do a dungeon, plague mines, in the mine here, but I didn't have time to do that, and that's a lot of work. You're building a brand new level and have to put new bosses and new ads and stuff. So, but that's, I guess, the next step after the game jam. I guess you just add an instance here, right? So we'll see what happens. Anyhow, yeah. So it's spreading, and it's really spreading. Yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. I still got a few more days of work, and I guess that's it. Take care. Bye.